Hello everybody, it's the Historical Gamer once again, and today we're returning to episode number 35 of our Let's Play series of War on the Sea, a new game out by Killerfish Games, the developers of Cold Waters and Atlantic Fleet. In our last episode, we attacked a Japanese task force with B-17s at treetop level. That's right, skip bombing against enemy surface task forces, which was definitely a thing that the B-17 did, although usually, at least historically, it was done more at night. Our stuff went on during the day, and we got obliterated, but it was fun to watch. In today's episode, we have a battleship task force, which is attempting to move up and attack a Japanese invasion task force that may be heading toward Naval Island, but I'm not sure if that's what we're engaging or if we're engaging enemy submarines right now. We are jumping right back into the game at the start of a battle, and that's where we're picking things up. As a reminder, Port Moresby and the Santa Cruz Islands likely will fall to the Japanese. Milne Bay is currently in the middle of a harsh battle against the Japanese, which I think we have the upper hand in, but which I guess we'll see how it goes. With that being said, without further ado, let's jump right back in. This was taken from a live stream from my Twitch channel. If you are interested in joining these, there's a link in the description so you can follow me over there and watch the stuff over there. Usually we stream 3 to 4 times a week, typically starting between 8 and 9 o'clock Central Standard Time. Usually about 2 to 3 of those streams are during the week, weekdays, and then the other 1 or so is usually on the weekend. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the video, and I hope you guys enjoy. Leave your thoughts below, and I'll catch you guys at the end. Welcome, welcome, everybody. We are in the midst of a disastrous Guadalcanal campaign from the perspective of the Allies. Guadalcanal is firmly in Japanese control, and the Japanese are about to take Port Moresby and Santa Cruz Island, and that's the situation right now. Now, hopefully there are no enemy subs about. There are. All right, let's pause. We can see there's an enemy torpedo salvo over here, off to our right. So what's the right strategy here? Probably have our heavy ships go flank and turn away. Just throw the whole formation into chaos. Meanwhile, I'll have these destroyers on the flank turn toward the torpedoes. Crank it up to flank. We'll slow down once we get closer. I'm assuming the spread's targeting the center of our line here. I'm going to turn this destroyer away just because I don't want her to get in the way of the heavies. And then this destroyer is going to go flank and cut behind the wake of the battleships. Still killing them in the bushel, yeah, I guess. All right, so everybody's going to start adjusting their course. You can see there's a spread there. Why are those torpedoes veering off to the left? Who are they aiming for? Are they going for my screen? Like, where are these fish going? It's like they're going for the destroyer. This guy might be fucked. This guy's so fucked. He's gonna eat multiples, probably. Can you avoid it? Oh no! Oh shit, pause. Alright, so where is this? I think I just fucked this guy. Alright, so this destroyer just avoided those torpedoes. Now let's have you slow down and go with your active sonar. This guy might be in some trouble. I didn't mean to turn him. I meant him to keep going straight. So you're gonna eat multiples. Or just one. In any event, slow the hell down. What's the damage on here? Heavy damage. So we might lose one destroyer, but that's not too bad. Raptors, thanks for the follow. All right, Atlanta goes straight. Oh, God. Oh, God. You guys, level out. Don't collide, please. I don't need collision damage. All right. Slow down, active sonar. All right, so we detected the enemy sub. So go attack her. Depth charges will drop 5 with an 8-second spread, I think. Meanwhile, this destroyer here is not in great shape, but I'm hopeful if we slow her down that her damage control might be able to put these fires out and get things a little bit more under control. She can probably act as a sonar operator here to hopefully keep a tabs on this Japanese submarine. Or maybe things will blow up and she'll be in bad shape. All right, Dale, you should not still be turning. You target 1. Naval, you target 1. All right. Meanwhile, Softly is going to go ahead and try and drop some depth charges. Did I just see something? I just got a text. Paradox moving to a subscription dial service. What's that about? All right, so this sub's trying to move over and drop depth charges on them. Oh, it's just for Crusader Kings 2. They're offering all DLC packs for Crusader Kings 2 for $5 a month. Interesting. All right, depth charges are in the water. Looks like we've got the sub here. All right, the first few were dropped too early, but this one looks like it could be good. Or it went way too deep. Probably still did some damage there, but probably not enough. Oh, there's another one over there. Kind of good on the front. It's hard to tell. There's not a lot of light in the water, so I can't really tell how badly damaged she is. She is trying to go deeper. Take her deeper, Chief. Alright, the Levette. Warden was hit by a torpedo, so she's kind of dead in the water. How about you slow down and you go attack this guy? I thought I ordered Levette to attack. South Dakota, what are you doing? Oh, you're still doing loops? Still doing the loop-de-loop? I thought I told you to straighten out. Whatever. Just, how about you navigate over here? Wichita, you navigate over here. You guys go away. Go away and be safe. All right, meanwhile, this destroyer here is... I think she's just angling over to maybe get another depth charge run in. She's moving a little bit slower, so she might just be listening. Why is the beer going down so easy? All right, she is down to 300 feet. I wonder if this guy's going to be in some trouble from the depth charging. That's got to be close to crush depth for her. I'm surprised we haven't seen a ballast. I guess she could have blown her ballast. All right, there they go. She's blowing her ballast. So she is crippled, blowing ballast to come to the surface, which almost certainly means if she comes up, she's dead. Meanwhile, our destroyer here, how's her damage control situation? All right, she's working on one compartment to plump out some water, but her rear magazine is flooded, so we're going to have to pull this guy back. So we are going to lose one of our destroyers to this enemy sub. Maybe we could get some 16-inch shells into a surfacing sub? That would be fun. All right. More depth charges going down. It'll be interesting to see. It looks like they're... it's hard to tell how accurate the depth is here. She's surfacing right underneath my destroyer, by the way. Unless these depth charges do more damage and prevent her from surfacing. But it looks like she's going to make it to the surface. Oh god, she comes up in the splashes. Oh, come on. She's just instantly firing. Alright, rear guns are firing. I can't even see her. I can't even make the sub out. She just took some hits. Yeah, this is not a good day for you, Destroyer. He's trying to shoot at my DD. Doing some minor damage here. We're going to circle around. I'm assuming we'll try and ram her. But we've got a Fletcher here pouring 5-inch guns into her. How long do you think you can stay on the surface and duel with me, buddy? Oh! Oh! Yeah, this guy won't last very long. He's taking a bunch of... There we go. He's sinking. Are we going to ram him anyway? He's probably going to sink too quick. There he goes. Slips back beneath the surface. Can a 5-incher depress enough to hit at that range? I don't know, Shu. I don't know the answer to that. All right, so that's a victory. We did have a torpedo go into one of our destroyers here, the Warden. We gained 2 command points. We're going to have to pull the Warden back, I think. So, split group. Warden, you're going to have to return to base with that damage. Hopefully you get back before sun comes up. Task Force 8, meanwhile, is going to take a risk here and try and sail into the slot. Task Force 8 has another battle, huh? Are we looking at more subs, or are we looking at potentially some surface vessels here? Interesting to deal with more subs. Still nighttime, by the way. Any sign of torpedoes? Whoop, ship spotted. Enemy ships spotted behind us. Oh yeah, boys. 2 enemy heavy cruisers. Alright. Alright, let's do this. Let's have... What do we want to do? Do we want to fight in circle formation, or do I want to try and form a battle line? Alright, we're gonna... The Lavetti was the lead ship in one of our previous task forces. So I'm going to do this. We'll have her be the lead. Oh wait, so I've got to pick the order, so let's take a look here. I believe the order I select them in will be the order they'll form up. So we'll do the Destroyer Lavetti in the lead, with then Atlanta, Wichita, South Dakota, and then the 2 other destroyers will come in behind. And I may form a second column with just those 2 destroyers to try and charge in and do some torpedo actions here. So we're going to do line ahead formation. Form up. Everybody on Levette. We're going to use our waypoint tool here to sail directly east. And let's see how the AI manages this. I have not had good experiences with the AI managing forming a coherent line of battle. But we'll see. Okay, so the lead ship is turning. We're at 20 knots, so everybody should be able to form up on her. Giving scotch to my captains again? I'm hoping not, J Street. I'm giving them clear directions. Form a line of battle. Follow the waypoints. Follow the leader. Go west or I'll get their broadside? I'm not worried about their broadside. I got 16 inchers on my side. Alright. So the destroyer made the turn. How far away are they, by the way? 26,000 yards, so still extreme range. Oh, that's cool. I didn't notice. It looks like this. I'm assuming this is the radar set here. All right, let's speed things up. Let's see if we form up. So Atlantis forming up a little bit quicker. The other ships are starting to come into line. It does look like Atlanta is coming into line. Wichita's got a little bit of a wider turning radius, but she is coming over as well. Range is closing, but we're still at extreme range. 24,000 yards. And it seems like our sailor boys are doing their job here, and they're forming up in somewhat coherent fashion. With the Levette in front. The Atlantis formed up at 24 knots to close the gap. The Wichita's at 27 knots. Although the battleship is further back, I thought she was going to be further ahead in the formation. I don't really mind her location all that much. New ship contact. All right, so those are the destroyers that we're going to spot. We're closing to inside 20,000 yards. I don't even know that the Japanese know we're here yet, by the way. Well, they've opened fire, I think. I think that's why it froze. So they definitely know we're here now. Yep, incoming fire. We're at 20,000 yards. We're almost formed up. I don't think my 5 inchers can engage at this range. Let's ID the enemy. First ship in line here. Are these tones? Nope. Aobes, maybe? Or Aoba? I think that's the Aoba. She's got this superstructure column here, this here, 3 turrets. I think that's the Aoba. I think it's 2 of them. What about the destroyers here? What do we have here? Is that the Akazuki? The funnels don't look like they're different sizes there. Minakaze, maybe? No, not Minakaze. Shirutsu? The funnel on that one looks bigger on the lead funnel. These look the same size almost. Also, this has 2 rear turrets. Fubuki, you're saying? That looks right. Oh, I just changed the wrong ship. Oops. God, I hate that it won't just save the spot on the list of where I am. I've got to scroll all the way back down. Alright. So, how's our task force doing now? Anybody taking any damage? I don't know, their shots look way off, by the way. Do we just want to open up with the battleship? How much ammo do we have, by the way? Do we have a lot? 720 AP, not a lot of HE. I think they've got like just six heavy cruisers left, so they might have a couple more if we sink these. All right, battleship, you'll start on the lead Aoba. All right, let's mix our heavy cruisers up. So this is the Wichita. We'll target on the number 2 ship in formation. We're at 16,000 yards. That's manageable, I think. And then Atlanta. I don't know if you can fire at that range. I guess we can just have the Atlanta target the destroyers here. The Levette will target this destroyer here. And I'm going to have the Dale and the Soft Lee form up and move in a different direction. So they're going to form up like that. Oh no. Shit. Let's do this over again. Fuck. Who do I want you to follow? I don't want you to follow the Soft Lee. I want you to... You shouldn't be in... Who's directly ahead of you? Wichita? South Dakota will form up on Wichita. Nope. Wrong way. No, 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 no. Fucking A. Stop. God damn it. It's all the... Break. I hate how finicky this is. No! I selected... God damn it. I had a perfect formation and I went and fucked it. Alright, let's do this. Levette, Atlanta, Wichita, South Dakota. Form up. It should be Atlanta, Wichita, South Dakota. Forming up on Atlanta. So Atlanta will be the lead. Or Levette will be the lead. Oh, no, they're all forming up on the goddamn Atlanta. Whatever, that's fine. Levette, they're so... Alright, so Levette. Okay. Now this should be good. You form up on Levette. You form up on Atlanta. You form up on Wichita. Okay. Dale and Soft Lee, you're going to follow waypoints to close the range. And so this is going to be the new formation, if anybody is able to turn back into it. Okay. So they're turning back into formation. Who will pick up survivors? Well, the Dale and the Soft Lee are going to kind of provide a screen out front, but then they're also going to engage I'm going to try and throw some torpedoes. So let's speed these guys up. 37 knots. I want to get these guys to throw torpedoes down the head of the enemy formation. So let's go ahead and have you guys target the Aoba. We'll go ahead and set up I guess a 4-torpedo attack with a wide spread. They're at 12,000 yards. They're probably close to being able to fire their fish anyway, but they're still working on the solution. That is a 20% on the Aoba. Fubuki. Oh yeah, Atlanta's targeting Fubuki. She's rear in line. The What are you guys at? What's your solution up to? 30%? The enemy's just wasting shells at this point, in my opinion. 24%? 13,000 yards is kind of close. They're firing at my destroyers, though. So, trying to get my solution up toward like 50 or 60%, I think. This is THG's Navy. They can swim home. It is prerequisite. You do have to know how to swim to be in my Navy, boys. How's that fire control coming? Still just 20%, eh? Enemy is hitting us with star shells now. All right. Everybody engage. I thought I ordered star shells. Do they not have any? I guess not. Boom! Opening fire! Where are the incoming shells? Alright, so we got some star shells on the target. We'll get some illumination going. A lot of the shells fell behind. Some in front. What do you guys think is a good range to fire torpedoes at? 9,000 yards? No, they're not all star shells. It should be a mix. The game mixes HE in with star shells. So you can see we've got 644 and 34. So when they fire the next salvo here, well, let's see what the numbers are. We're firing spot shooting, which means they wait for the shells to land before they fire. So you can see either that salvo fired 2 star shells out of 5. Well, actually, no, both of them fired star shells. Because that's all off the front magazine. They're not supposed to all fire star shells. It should be a mix of HE and star shell, per my understanding. That was not star shells there. Oh, it's so sexy watching those 16-inchers just blast. Oh, you could even see the concussion on that one. I don't know if you guys could see it, but you could see like the sound wave or whatever. They're firing HE. Probably should. HE might be a little overpowered in this game. So we've got quite a few star shells over the enemy fleet. I'm thinking to that end, let's go ahead and switch over to HE. We've probably got enough visuals. Just HE exclusively at this point, I think. Looks like our destroyer just took a hit. She's on fire. What's the torpedo range here? Does anybody know what the Mark 14 range is? I think 5,000 yards will do it. Turn and fire. You got a 70% solution. Oh, you need a different angle to hit at this range? Alright, hold your fire for a second. Bring it around into range for the spread. Let's actually do a 7-degree spread. Level out. Alright, now fire. That's an absurd angle, by the way. We already sank one of the lead ships? How? Is that the one the battleship is firing at? Okay, what's our angle here? Oh, fuck it, fire. I don't even care. I just want to see the fish go out. I think the battleship may have stopped firing, so we may have already sank her with the battleship. Alright, you're going to level off, or head off to the right, now that those fish are in the water. Meanwhile, you've got no target. Target Aoba. Fire. Actually, let's hold. I want to get a good, nice little salvo picture here. Ah, I couldn't get it. We'll do the next salvo, and then we'll check and see what's happening to the bad guys. Delotheus, VBVIO, or VOI. And I'm not even going to try to pronounce your name. Something Crossus. Thank you for the follows. Alright, reloading. Almost done. Should be a simultaneous salvo. Boom! Gotta love the battleships, huh? Nothing better than the battleships. Let's see what happens. Oh, this guy's already taken punishment. Boom! Oh my god, she's a fire stem to stern. And she's going down. That was fast. Alright, South Dakota, switch your fire to the enemy destroyer. I don't even think we got the torpedoes there yet. One of our ships is on fire. This is the destroyer. We're probably kicking up a lot of flames at 37 knots. Let's slow down. Minor damage, but those fires are going to spread. Alright, battleship shells incoming on Fubuki. We didn't have a great spread or great fire control on her yet. She swerved to avoid the heavy cruiser. There's one more DD back this way. Battleship rounds are out. Landed just a little bit short. So both of our destroyers on the right here are on fire, but I've ordered them to slow down to try and manage their fires. Oh my god, I can't even see when my battleships fire like that. Binocular view here. Alright, we're still firing some star shells, by the looks of it. Keep that illumination on the enemy target. Multiple hits on that by the looks of it. We're using HE against her. She is a destroyer. Yeah, she's already... Look at that. 2 hits from 16 inches, and she's basically very low in the water. I think she's done. Those are more 16-inch shells. Yeah, it is shooting secondaries as well, which are nice 5-inchers at basically the Atlantis. She's just going to sail right underwater by the looks of it. Just look at her. She's down... Khan. Dive the boat. Oh, it's so satisfying when you just obliterate him like that. Alright. Target the rear Fubuki now. Fire. All right, everybody in the formation. I don't even know if we need to have the Wichita fire her guns on this guy, but we will. We're also firing spotting shots, which means that you are much more accurate and deliberate with your fire. Oh man, explosion there. I don't know if you're taking fire from the enemy DD or what, but you're in a lot of... You look like you're in trouble. There's a lot of fires, but apparently just minor damage. Enemies bow on, so we can only fire 2 guns at a time. Junyo, they've got working radars, I think. I think that's the answer. Also, the Japanese didn't, they didn't end up firing any torpedoes as far as I could tell. Strap in, boys. We're going for a swim. Sir, we might want to turn around. You've got water from a 16-inch shell just soaked the whole bridge. They also don't have... They might have a covered bridge here, but it's a pretty small one, so... Submarine carriers, why not submarine DDs? Fuki was running parallel. You're saying I should make a turn, or... We could. I mean, I haven't seen any indication of a torpedo in the water, but we'll go ahead and make a slight turn. Also, it'll let me close the range a bit. A million dead fish from the splashes? Yeah. A little bit. Okay. So the enemy is still only able to fire 2 weapons at us. She could fire a salvo off to the right. That would probably intersect with our formation here. The Dale had a fire briefly. It looks like it was put out. Or actually, no, the Dale and the Softly were both... Can we just hit this guy already? Give me some good shots. A lot of long ones. Be much more of a Pyrrhic victory. Yeah, I mean, if we took some torpedoes, it would be. Haven't seen any indication, though, that they're firing their torpedoes. I classified that ship wrong? What is it? Two turrets in the rear, one in the front. It's not this one. Yugumo? Oh, yeah. I think the first one was Fubuki, though. Now watch our range and accuracy miraculously spike up now that we know what type of ship she is. Oh, we're out of HE rounds on our battleship there? Huh. Now into the AP rounds. Softly and Dale are both still burning. Thought I slowed these guys down to burn less. Minor damage, moderate damage on the Softly. That's a pretty serious fire. Stop firing the main guns? I mean, we're not even hitting them with their secondaries yet. I don't want to just, like, let them survive. We're also firing spot, which preserves ammo. So I think we'll keep it on what it is. Maybe we need some more star shells. Do we have any more? Does Wichita have some? What about our secondaries? Alright, let's get some star shells out. Maybe that'll help a little bit. Alright, some star shells lighten up all over the enemy ship. Hopefully that helps our accuracy a bit. You can see the accuracy is jumping up a little bit into the 80s. Pulling a full Samar right now. Battle of Samar. That is one wet destroyer crew. By the way, we did start a fire on her. The rear of the ship is very low in the water. Her speed is cut to 6 knots. So we must have just hit her engine compartment or something, and she is flooding. So I think while she doesn't look as deadly and damaged as the previous destroyers, I think she's a goner. No speed now. So we'll probably hold fire in a second. I'm guessing we had some pens that just didn't look super flashy when they hit her, but they did some real damage there. Something like that one where you just saw a splash right alongside the ship. We'll fire one more broadside from the South Dakota, then I'll hold fire. Some through and throughs with 16s, probably. Nope, we didn't even have to fire another one. She's sinking. All right, let's get out of here. So a victory there. 2 enemy heavy cruisers sunk, 2 destroyers sunk, 31 more command points gained. All right, so it's almost daylight. I'm thinking we should pull these ships in. I wanted to try and engage the enemy task force that was heading up the slot, but I really don't want to risk getting hit by enemy air. So, well, we're going to get hit by enemy air, but at least minimize the likelihood of that. So we'll send these guys south toward Guadalcanal because I do want to bombard the base. Our destroyer is engaged in combat, huh? Is this like going to be an enemy landing force heading to Rennell? Or is it a destroyer? Is it a sub? I don't think the Japanese carriers show up until they until you take Guadalcanal. I think that's the trigger for the Japanese subs or carriers. I'm guessing it's a submarine. I would think if it was a ship, our radar would have picked it up by now. Suppose it could have been a task force, but no, it's 180 seconds, so it's probably a sub. Yep. Sonar contact. I guess we can try and depth charge him. I mean, this ship has suffered a lot of damage. He might lose a surface action here. How fast is that enemy sub moving? 7 knots? I guess we'll speed up a little bit. I don't want to lose him. He's coming up. He's at 170 feet. Be hilarious if he surfaced and fought me on the surface. But he's probably coming up to try and fire torpedoes, I would guess. Although he's facing the wrong direction. Let's see if he comes up to the surface. He is surfacing. Oh god. He's gonna beat me on the fucking surface. Engage. Alright, we got a nice hit there with the forward guns. The forward 5-inchers. He's firing back. Hit directly on the front of the ship. Looks like we're flooding in the front now. Why would the sub-skipper do this? So dumb. I guess we should go with AP. Or HE, not star shells. Alright, we got him. Well, that was an interesting decision, AI. Unless, like, the AI didn't know I was there. That was dumb. I mean, I know my destroyer is kind of crippled, but still. Thanks. Alright, so another enemy sub sunk. That's 2 in this stream. Thanks for the easy sub victory there. Meanwhile, these guys are going to get hit in daylight, aren't they? Fuck. I meant to hit pause exactly at 5 o'clock. Well, airstrike's coming, boys. Are we still in line for it? No, we're not. Alright, we're in circle formation. The Atlanta in the lead. Be curious to see if they go after my destroyers. They're a little bit more hampered. What's all coming at us? Just zeros? If they're just zeros, it's not the end of the world. They're going to circle in range of my 5-inchers? Come on, Atlanta, do your work. South Dakota should have a nice flak battery, too. Don't seem to be doing a whole lot of damage. They're going to come in and strafe one of my flanking destroyers, it looks like. Or maybe the center cruiser? Alright, one of them's going down. Oh, they just barely missed. Another one's going down. 2 more going down. Oh, that was dumb. They were going for the rear destroyer? They went through the most possible flak to get to the destroyer that they got to. Uh-oh, dive bombers. Alright, so damage control here. Alright, let's pause. Enemy dive bombers. A flight of 4 Kates is coming in. So here's a question. Do we start circling now, or do we wait for the bombs to be in the air? Because I don't want to get my flak out of this. Alright, turn the Atlanta a little bit. Get all of her guns in action, because it doesn't look like her rear guns are. Alright, one's down. Alright, let's pause. They dropped. They still have their bombs. I think they're going for that destroyer. Alright, where are they dropping? Is this the Atlanta they're going for? No way they're going to hit that. Could be the poor DD. Alright, everybody go hard over real fast. Not a single hit on that destroyer. Meanwhile, all their planes are shot down. Destroyer was able to evade. Oh, God. By the way, crashing planes do damage. So they dropped on the destroyer. We saw a bunch of splashes around her, but no damage. All right. So we're going to get our fighters up here from Renell. As quick as we can. Where are my Wildcats? What are they encountering? I don't even see. This is an invasion task force. Fuck. Oh, shit. Submarine? Huh. I'm gonna let the sub go. I want to get my aircraft out to the battleship. But it's good to know there's a sub there, so now I can go ahead and get a B-17 group out to see if we can't destroy them. Also, let's go ahead and save and make sure we don't suffer another like lost save like earlier, where we have to restart the stream. All right, so planes are on the way. Battleships are moving to bombard. As soon as they get in range, by the way, to bombard, they'll be able to shut the airfield down. All right. Wildcat encounter must be resolved. See, here's what I hate, is when you're, like, in close to land, you just... I don't know, do we really want to sail directly at the land? All right, let's... Okay, give me the Wildcats now. Formation, get over the ships. See if we spot the enemy aircraft. I'm assuming there will be more dive bombers coming in here. Again, I'm not too worried about enemy fighters. I'm guessing there's dive bombers somewhere out here. We actually started in pretty good formation to engage the enemy fighters. You can see their fighters coming in to strafe. Broadside on, though, to my entire formation. That's a lot of 5-inchers. Not sure I see him strafing yet. Alright, so they're engaging my aircraft. But that's actually good, because now... Alright, so one Wildcat's down. No sign of enemy dive bombers yet. One enemy fighter down. Can I shoot my own planes with AAs? I don't know. Friendly fire is on for, like, torpedoes and shit. I don't know about for anti-aircraft, though. I'm not really sure how the game is treating that. All right, so I think that's their entire formation? No, there's still one more left. Not anymore. All right, can we exit? Yep. All right. So all 4 enemy fighters are shot down. We'll keep my fighters over the top of our task force here. Meanwhile, how far are these guys away from Guadalcanal? 9 nautical miles. They have to be just a little bit closer. So moving the ships in. All right, can I bombard now? Guadalcanal is a 2 and a 2. All right, there. Bombardment. A 1 and a 1. Hell yeah, brother. 0. No more Air Force at Guadalcanal. Alright, so they still have a port. But no more enemy airfield there, so we're going to go ahead and pull these guys back. There's more than 0 troops, Whippets. There's like 10,000. Did I ever send supplies to Milne? I think I forgot to do that. Probably should do that. Alright. So, Guadalcanal's airfield is dead. Hell yeah. And this C3 is going to pick us some troops and supplies, I think. Same for these guys. All right, everybody, and that's where we're going to wrap things up for this particular episode. We saw a pretty eventful episode with a surface engagement occurring at night with our battleship, the South Dakota, just absolutely wrecking a Japanese task force which had no part in engaging us. And then we managed to go ahead and turn Guadalcanal's airfield into a crater. So overall, while we have been struggling and losing the campaign, this feels like a really monumental and successful day that might get us on the path toward turning the tide and perhaps winning an ultimate victory against the Japanese eventually. But that will be for another time. Until next time, this is the Historical Gamer saying once again, thank you very much for watching, and until next time, I'm out.